Welcome to The Food Whisperer, the podcast that helps you retrain your brain for healthy eating and exercise. I'm Kate, a sports nutritionist and founder of Nutrition Queensland. Join me for practical tips, real-life success stories, and interviews with people from all walks of life that will help you to crave healthy food and feel excited about moving your body. Let's get started. Hello and welcome to another episode of The Food Whisperer. My name is Kate Pearce and I am your nutritionist. So today we're diving into something that trips up so many women that are over the age of 40, and that's feeling like no matter what you do, the weight just won't budge. So I was speaking to a beautiful lady the other day and she said to me, Kate, in my 30s or even maybe early 40s, I could just drop a pant size if I just upped my exercise. And she said, I can't do this anymore. It just doesn't work. And so it also doesn't work if I just eat a bit less. And my body has completely changed. And that is what I hear day in, day out. And it's super frustrating, right? But here's the truth. It's absolutely not your fault. And it's also not about willpower or doing things harder and pushing harder. There are real physiological changes that are happening in your body, and the good news is that there are smart ways to fight back. Not even fight back, the word fight means push and struggle. It just means turn it around. So when you hit your 40s, your body really does start to change. Muscle naturally declines, something that's called sarcopenia. And with less muscle, your metabolism slows, and that means your body burns fewer calories at rest. On top of that, your hormones shift, your estrogen drops, and your insulin sensitivity often decreases. And cortisol, your stress hormone, it can spike as well. And all of this means that fat tends to hang around your belly and your energy levels drop. So there is actually something going on within your body. You're absolutely not imagining it. It is real, but the beautiful thing is you can combat it. So one of my biggest things is educating women that we really do need to up our protein, the amount of protein we're eating each day. We just can't get away with little bits of it like we used to in our 20s and 30s. We really do need animal-based protein, and that's rich coming from me because I used to be a vegetarian for a good 10 years, but I radically noticed the difference in my body once I started to include animal proteins and actually back off on the plant protein. My body became so leaner and toned, and really I didn't change anything else. So there is power in it, and I really don't think we can get away with just having plant protein over 40. We really need a decent amount of animal protein, and that's because it contains all the beautiful amino acids that our body needs to build muscle. So let's say we look at breakfast. Breakfast is probably one of the biggest mistakes a lot of people make, especially women. We've got so much to juggle in the morning. I know I do, with school runs, making lunches, getting ready for the day ahead, and so many of you, I know you can relate, and sometimes we don't think about ourselves and we're just too busy micromanaging everyone else and getting everything done for the day. But if we can just nail one meal, I really have to say it is breakfast. It really is the most important meal of the day, but not for reasons we've been taught. So we want to make sure we're getting enough protein in that first meal of the day, and we want to aim roughly for about 30 grams. So just relying on your toast and one egg is just not going to cut it. There's 6 grams of protein in an egg. So if you're having just a piece of toast with an egg, which you think would be a great breakfast, it's only like 6 grams of protein, and we're really wanting it up near about the 30 grams. So you're better off skipping the toast and having 3 eggs, scrambled, omelette, hard-boiled, any way you want them. 3 eggs is going to give you 18 grams, which is much better than 6. Plus you're going to be getting all the beautiful fats and vitamins that come with eggs. So skip out the toast, which is doing absolutely nothing for your body in the morning. Yes, it's doing something for your mind, because we all get into the habit of having a piece of toast in the morning. But really our body just wants more eggs and maybe some avocado and veggies if you have time, which I know mornings can be time for, but really just think more eggs. You're better off having like a half a chicken breast in the morning if you've got one left over in the fridge with maybe a couple of boiled eggs. That would be an absolutely perfect breakfast. We just want to skip the toast first thing in the morning. And the reason is because our body's super sensitive to sugar in the morning, and we're going to get a really big blood sugar level spike, and then it's going to set us off for the rest of the day with cravings and crashes and weight gain, which is really what we want to avoid. And I'm also going to touch on, just so you truly understand why protein is the missing link. And it's definitely the solution that your body's been screaming for if you're over 40 and you're putting on weight, because your muscle is like your metabolic engine. So without enough protein, you're losing muscle, which happens naturally as we get older anyway. You're burning fewer calories and you're absolutely making weight loss harder for yourself. And no matter how much you exercise, it's not going to make a difference. It could even make it worse because you're exercising and not getting enough protein, which is just absolutely a recipe for disaster, especially as we get older. So as I said, you want to aim for at least 30 grams of protein at every meal. And so that means, as I touched on it for breakfast, you don't want an egg and a piece of toast. You want a good, decent 3 eggs. And it means not just like a sprinkle of tuna on your salad or a tiny bit of ham on a salad sandwich. It's just not going to cut it. You really want to go, if you're going to have tuna, like have 2 tins. There's about 17 grams of protein in a tin of tuna, so at least have 2 tins, which is going to bump it up better. Or think about it, just have like 100 grams of cooked chicken breast or cooked steak. That's going to be a million times better than having either just a little bit of tuna or a salad and ham sandwich, which will give you no protein, but it will give you that sugar spike, which is totally what we want to avoid when we want to lose weight. And then when we're looking at dinner, we're thinking the same. So you don't just want to have like a little bit of bolognese with like a big bowl of pasta, or you don't want to have like a little bit of chicken in your stir fry with lots of rice or noodles. We want to flip it around. It doesn't have to be crazy complicated. Think of it like almost like your palm sized. That'll give you about 100 grams cooked roughly. And in chicken and steak cooked, 100 grams, you're nearly up near the 25, 30 grams. So that's really, really good. So make sure you're prioritizing protein and of course your non-starchy veggies, which are like broccoli, sprouts, cauliflower, zucchini, and leaving potato and pumpkin till last, because again, there's starches. So really just think, am I having enough meat in my dinner tonight? Or is it really carb heavy? Which is like pasta, rice, potatoes, you know the drill, that kind of thing. And even snacks count. So when we're thinking, obviously it's best not to snack, but hey, we're all human and we really want to snack. So you just think boiled eggs, Greek yogurt, obviously unsweetened, handful of nuts instead of biscuits. It's not really about restriction, but it's about giving your body what it actually needs to burn fat and feel energized, which is so important as we get older. Now, because we've upped our protein, now we have to continue to increase our muscle mass, and the best way to do that is strength training. I'm the biggest fan, and I almost think if you're over 40, you're a woman, it almost should be a non-negotiable. It doesn't mean you have to go to the gym, just lift heavy things, like lift the pots around the garden or something. Just lift heavy things, keep that muscle growing so you maintain the quality of it. So that's in essence, so protein is essential, but it works best when we pair it with movement. So simple exercises you could do at home are like squats, push-ups, resistance bands, which help to maintain and even build muscle. Just remember that less muscle equals a slower metabolism, more belly fat and lower energy. So lifting weights isn't optional, it's absolutely essential. And don't underestimate just like some light walking or light activity. Even a 20-minute walk after lunch or after dinner or absolutely whenever helps to control your blood sugar and keeps your energy steady. So the goal isn't perfection, it's consistency. So small consistent steps, protein, strength, movement, and this actually compounds into real and lasting change. One where you're not feeling tired or restricted or just dieting. It's a real lifestyle change. So that is my short episode on the power of protein and why it's your absolute secret weapon over 40, and we absolutely can't dismiss it. And if it means swapping your toast for some meat in the morning, absolutely do it. It will be a game changer. You just have to test it out and try it. So if you are ready to absolutely hit your protein goals, stabilize your blood sugar, and finally lose weight, like naturally after 40, I'll just let you know about the online program that I've created, and that is called Let That Weight Go. It's a step-by-step plan that makes it super simple. You'll get meal ideas and absolute full support to help see the results that you need. It's got video modules, it's got downloadable PDFs, shopping guides, meal tracker. It tells you how much protein is in a certain amount of food, so you could print that off and stick it on your fridge. It's absolutely the perfect place to start if you're ready to just fuel your fire. Like, summer is coming, and it will just give you a beautiful step-by-step plan where you can start to lose weight no matter your age. So I highly encourage you to check that out. You can look at that on my website, which is just nutritionqueensland.com, and there'll be a tab and it will say Let That Weight Go, or you can simply go to www.nutritionqueensland.com/ignite. And remember, this program is not about crash diets or deprivation. It's absolutely about understanding your body and supporting it with protein, fiber, and fat, letting carbs and starches take a really big backseat, and finally letting that weight go in a fully science-backed way that absolutely works. So I shall leave it there for this podcast. Thank you very much for listening. Stay tuned for the next one. We are absolutely gearing up to summer, and we want to rock our summer bodies over 40. I just absolutely love doing that. And as I've said, I'm probably in one of the best shapes of my life, and it's through increasing edible protein, letting starches and sugars take a backseat, and weight training. And that is the secret weapon to success. So I hope you are having a beautiful day wherever you are listening from, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Thank you so much for joining me. My dream is to inspire you to be in charge of your own health and body, to bring back your mojo and have the confidence to stand up for all that you are and all that you believe in. So with me by your side, let's go.